Hi, I'm Callie and welcome to Kapowski Reads. And I am going to be trying to read a couple of Christmassy books this week. I have got a lot on. It is the last week before Christmas break, and I have a lot of work to do. We have got early Christmas. We celebrate in our house. We celebrate Christmas early because it's the easiest way to guarantee that we can celebrate with all of our loved ones rather than having to sort of split our time between up here and down in the borders with my family. It also means that we get to see the kids. And it also means that we get to live off of party food for about a week before actual Christmas, which for me is a win. So we've got that and just finishing up work. So I'm hopeful I can make time for a couple of festive reads that I have been very eagerly anticipating, and I've put them aside especially to read in December. I'm excited about them, but I don't know if I'm going to have time for both, but we shall see. I have got Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. Are you okay, wee man? He's living his best life. This is an older romance in that the characters, I think, are... It doesn't say how old they are, but I have read a few reviews saying that these are older protagonists. And it's a romance between an American lady and a British man who works for the royal family. I have read 2 or 3, I can't remember, books by this author, and they have been fun, really good times, lovable characters, lots of really good food descriptions, and a wee bit spicy. So that's what I'm expecting from this. And I'm also hoping to pick up Only for the Holidays by Abiola Bello. This is a YA fake dating romance, which I kind of like the predictability of a fake dating romance trope. So I think that kind of means they're probably going to end up falling for each other. And this is set in a gorgeous kind of small town where there is a ball approaching. And I am just so, I am ready to read a book which is leading up to a fantastic ball situation. So I think I'm going to start with this one, and then if there's time, I will maybe have time to read this one too. That's the plan. We'll find out what happens. It is all go Shay Kapowski right now. We are hosting the annual festive soiree tomorrow, which is just early Christmas. My parents come up, my partner's parents come, we have the children, my partner's granny comes if she's feeling up to it. We have the whole gang round and we have what can only be described as far too much buffet on display. I am a lover of a cheese board, even though I cannot eat cow's milk. There are other cheeses and I will find them and I will put them on that cheese board and we will eat them. So really need to get everything done for that. And it's just going to be, you know, when you're about to have a really hectic weekend, that's what's happening. Our soiree is tomorrow. So I actually took a half day today because I had a load of flexi time saved up. So I'm on a half day today. I need to tidy everything, wash every towel because that's what makes me feel organized. And then the kids are coming this evening and then all of our guests are coming tomorrow. So there's probably not going to be that much time for reading left today or tomorrow, but I have made some progress. I am currently a third of the way into Only for the Holidays, and I'm really liking it. I convinced myself that this book took place in the US. I think just because there was a ball. I don't know why, I was just so convinced it was in the US. But it's set in the UK, which I really like. It also makes me think, are there some balls that I could be going to? Because I would love a giant gown. So far we have met the main cast of this book and I like them. I really like them, some more than others. But our main characters are Quincy, who is He is a cinnamon roll. Protect Quincy at all costs because he is a lamb. He has been cheated on by his girlfriend who went with his best friend. So, double betrayal. And Quincy's the nicest guy. He didn't deserve, like, nobody deserves that, but he definitely didn't deserve that. And he's just so, just heartbroken. And his family are hosting the ball, but there is a rule. You need a date. The sun is in my face. We're going with it. I look so tan. And he needs a date for the ball, but he doesn't have one anymore. So he's kind of got that, oh, I need to find a date going on. And Tia's an idiot. I mean, basically, what I've met so far is Tia, who is an idiot. Her boyfriend has said he needs a break. We've all seen Friends. Maybe we haven't all seen Friends, but they're on a break, and his main concerns seem to be making sure that the giant birthday party she was arranging for him has been organised, and he needs to know when things are arriving. And it's very clear that, like, he doesn't care about Tia, he cares about his party. Whereas Tia is like, he's my boyfriend, and oh no, it's just a little break, we'll be back together. And I just, when you see your friend make bad decisions, I feel like Tia is my friend making bad decisions when we were 18 and older than 18 and made bad decisions. We're all in good places now. It happens, and it's just so heartbreaking seeing somebody going through something, and with your sort of hindsight and your adult experience, you're reading it going, no, don't text him, don't call him. It's not worth it. So it's just so heartbreaking reading about that. I love Tia's family. Her mum is just so effervescent. Like, everyone loves her mum, and I love her mum. She seems fantastic. We've also got Tia has a sister who is about the same age as Quincy's brother. We do not want them to get together. No, because brother Cam is a heartbreaker, and he will not respect Willow, who deserves respect. So we're not rooting for that to be a romance. It's not even been suggested that it might be, but I'm just like, no, I don't want that. And Quincy's sister is this celebrity who I just love the idea of the celebrity just rocking up in her fancy Rolls Royce and just driving around this wee town. It sounds just so fun. And yeah, I am enjoying this book so far. I'm really liking the main characters, and I'm rooting for them to achieve nice things and just be happy. Not to get back with horrible boyfriend who's like, oh, I just want to dance and not have to deal with any of your family problems. I'm sorry, but sometimes people have problems and want to talk to their significant other about them. So, deal with it. But I'm not liking him, but we shall find out what happens. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited to continue reading this and find out what happens next. It is a chunkier book. It's just under 400 pages, but I'm having a good time so far. I will report back when I've made more progress in this, but for now, I need to go and get the Christmas plates because I'm a person who has Christmas plates. That's who I am. I'll update soon. It has been a very exhausting last couple of days. We hosted early Christmas, which I have named the annual festive soiree, because why not be pretentious? It's Christmas. You can be pretentious at Christmas. So we had all of our family over. We had a buffet spread. Buffet is my favourite kind of food because you can have everything, and it was amazing, and we are still living off of leftovers, which we've got enough that's going to last us up until Christmas. And that was the thought process behind early Christmas, that we live off of the leftovers, live off the residue. My parents only left yesterday. We went to a garden centre, very, very fun. And I got to look at all of the Christmas trees, which is one of my favourite things to do. Just sort of go around basically a little winter wonderland in a garden centre, so it's nice and warm. But we've done so much that you'll probably tell from the really jumpy editing, my cough is back, which is great fun. So over the weekend, I did barely any reading. I read 11 pages. 11, that was it. However, today I finished Only for the Holidays and I gave it 4 stars. It was cute. At the beginning, I think in my last update, I had said that Tia, the female main character, was a little bit annoying, and she was, but in a very understandable way. And I don't think she was annoying exactly. I just didn't agree with a lot of her thought process and her decisions, but I also found them relatable. I found myself having to remind myself that these were 17, 18-year-olds. And while I disagreed with some of the choices they were making, I would be a liar if I didn't say that perhaps I or my friends at the time would have made similar choices, because we so would have. I love the dual perspective from this. I feel like sometimes with multi-POV, a book can struggle a little bit because they don't feel distinct. But the chapters from Quincy's point of view felt so different to those from Tia's. I loved the relationship that each of the characters had with their families. They were just so healthy. So healthy, so supportive and so loving. This book also had a gaggle of fun side characters in the form of family, but also of friends. Although mainly the friends were Quincy's friends. And it would have been nice to have seen a little bit more of Tia and her friendship circle, but because she was away at the farm, her friends weren't there. Her friends were in London. So we got a lot of Quincy's friends and they seemed really nice, apart from a few. I loved the drama, because of course there was drama. We had some meddling exes, and I felt like the drama surrounding them, it took me back. It really took me back to being a teenager and the drama that would happen when there was a couple that would break up and everyone's kind of involved in everyone else's lives, and it just has all of these knock-on effects. So I really liked that this felt somewhat nostalgic for me with the drama. And it was cute. It was so festive. There was some really cute it was almost like it was written with a Christmas film in mind, because there was some ice skating, there were some snowball antics, there was a scene with a horse. I feel like the star of this book though was Tia's little sister, who was only like 3. And her name was Banks, and she was just this tiny little ball of feelings, and she always, would say something at the right time, and it just sort of eased the tension. I just thought she was a wee gem. I'd kind of been rooting for a wee romance between a few people who didn't get a romance, but I'm happy with the one that I got. I felt like these were believable characters, really just lovable characters. I found myself rooting for them and just wanting them to be happy, gorgeous families, a beautiful setting, a sort of high stakes situation, a little bit of danger, a lot of teenage drama. And I thought this was so fun and a perfect festive read. I can't believe that I had not heard of this book. I just picked it up on a whim. I saw it at the bookshop next to the till and thought, oh, I like Christmas books. Yoink, I'm taking you home. I bought it first and then I took it home. But I'm so glad that happened, because this has been a highlight book for me in December. It's been one of my top reads. So I'm delighted. I have also, after loving that book, I thought I maybe have some more time to read the other book that I wanted to read. So I've made a start on Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. I don't know how far I am in that. A third? But maybe, where am I? Yeah, I'm just over 100 pages in, so a third of the way through. And I have no plans for the rest of the day or for tomorrow, so my plan is read 200 pages of this, finish it, tell you all about it. So far, we have got older protagonists. They're in their 50s. Not old, just older than, what is older? Is it older than me? Is it older than the author? Is it is it not 20? I don't know. But these characters are in their 50s. We have got Vivian, who's gone to England to support her daughter, who is a stylist to the Royal Duchess. And she has met this handsome man called Malcolm, which first of all, made me just think when I heard the name Malcolm, I was like, oh, Captain Malcolm Reynolds, Captain Tight Pants. Great name for a love interest. And he is the secretary to the Queen. And they've got this cute little romance budding. I have stopped the book at a smooch. So we know it's going somewhere. There's 200 more pages. And I'm really liking their kind of almost insta-love and the differences that they have, even though they have a shared language, they have very different lived experiences. And they had quite a conversation about mushy peas, and this book has taught me that perhaps bacon is different in the United States to what it is in the UK. I didn't know that. I am liking this book. I feel like if I was a fan of royalty or something like that, I'd maybe be a bit, ooh, oh, that's fun. But really I'm just like, get to the romance. Get to the romance. I really enjoyed their moment together in the stables, and I do really like Vivian as a character. I think that she works as a social worker, and she seems so caring and just so kind and dedicated and just such a fantastic mother. Her daughters insisted upon her coming over with her because they want to spend Christmas together, and it's just a lovely sort of mother-daughter relationship. I'm not jiving with Malcolm yet. He feels very stuffy and he doesn't feel like a real boy. He feels a little bit like a caricature of, you know, a Downton Abbey kind of character, and that doesn't feel real to me. But we've got 200 pages left. We're gonna find out more. There's more things that are gonna happen, but what? I don't know. I will finish this and I will report back and let you know, and then we'll both know. I have finished Royal Holiday, and it was cute. It was, bless you. It was fine. It was fine. I feel mean saying it, but this was my least favorite book by this author, and I think that the reason for this is because it takes place in the UK, and there were a lot of moments where British festive customs were being explained, but they were wrong. There were some British explanations that I was reading it going, what are you talking about? I feel like a quick Google could have really helped this book. Just 15 minutes on Googling, because there were a lot of terms that the British characters would not have used. But I do have to point out, for anybody who reads this book, a roast potato does not have skin. It does not have skin on it. You are peeling that potato, and then it gets roasted with the oil, and then it becomes crispy on the outside, but it doesn't, you're not doing that with a potato that has skin on it. And I feel like perhaps there was a misunderstanding, because this book mentions roast potatoes with the skin on, and I was like, that's not a thing. Maybe it is a thing, but it shouldn't be a thing if it is a thing, because roast potatoes are perfect as they are. They need nothing done to them other than just being in abundance. I love roast potatoes. I continued to really like Vivian as a character. I really liked her drive and her questioning what it was that she wanted from her career. She clearly loved what she did and was taking the promotion the right step for her when it would involve doing less of what she enjoyed from her job. So I really loved that element where she was thinking about herself and what makes her happy and driven. I did not like Malcolm at all, actually. He was very standoffish and rude, and I didn't like him, especially when his nephew came to him and was like, I am going to go and do this thing that is my dream. My my dream. And when somebody comes to you and says that they're about to fulfill their dream, the only acceptable response to that is one of joy, one of excitement, one of yes, go you, and not you're throwing away your dream. Because that was just awful. That just made me think like he is not the supportive uncle, the loving male figure in this guy's life. He is just, you have to do what I did, what I want. So I went off Malcolm so much in this book, and I didn't root for the romance at all because I didn't like Malcolm, and I thought Vivian deserved better. I thought the postcard element was super cute, really liked that. I thought it was adorable. But I did not enjoy this book anywhere near as much as the rest of the books in this sort of collection, the First Dates collection. I would recommend the other ones more. This book also had romance scenes that kind of faded to black, and I don't remember the rest of the books doing that, which I suppose was fine because I didn't want to read about Malcolm getting his rocks off because I didn't like Malcolm. He did not deserve that. Did not deserve those fun times. But I am delighted that I managed to get through 2 of my anticipated Christmassy reads. Kind of sad one of them didn't work out as quite the success, but this one, huge success for me. Great time with this. So I can only count this week as a success, I think, and I'm knocking everything over on my table. Let me know if you've been reading anything fun lately, and have a lovely weekend. Thank you so much for watching.